Hello everyone, good afternoon. This is Preeti Garg and I welcome you all to my maths classes. Today we have to start coordinate geometry exercise 7.2 and this is part 2nd of our chapter, right? In the previous video we have done exercise 7.1 and here we will be dealing with exercise 7.2. And before starting with the exercise, let me tell you what we have in this exercise or what we did in the previous exercise. Like suppose we have a graph, right? In the previous exercise, we have done these things that if there are coordinates, suppose this is the coordinate and this also is the coordinate, we have to find the distance between these. So we had one distance formula. Now in this case, we will be having section formula. In this exercise, basically, we will be studying about section formula. What is the meaning of this word section formula? What we have in this is, say for example, I have a line A and B. And these are the coordinates. Say for example, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 are the coordinates of these points A and B. I have another point, say for example here as P. Let us name this point as P. And the coordinates of P are unknown to me. The coordinates of P are unknown. That means, say for example, they are X and Y. Then, definitely, this P has divided this line in some ratio. There is some ratio in this. Okay. So, whatever are the ratios, means these two are the sections of this line AB. So, there are two cases. One is, when the coordinates are given, we have to find the ratio. What are the parts this point P is dividing AB into, right? If the coordinates of this point are given, we have to find the ratio, and in some of the cases, we are given the ratios. Say for example, this is 2 and 3 and this is 4 and 5 and this is P. Coordinates we don't know and the ratio is, say for example, 2:3. That this has divided this line A and B in the ratio 2:3. So we have to get these coordinates. So for this purpose, we have the section formula which goes like this. M1 into X2 plus M2 into X1 upon sum of both the ratios, means M1 plus M2. Now what is this M1? M1 and M2. These are the ratios, M1 and M2. X1 and Y1, I told you what are these? These in the previous topic also we have done that these are the coordinates X1, Y1, X2 and Y2. So if we need these X and Y coordinates, for getting X here we apply this formula, for getting Y coordinate we apply this formula. Both the formulas are same, only we have to change X and Y, right? What is for Y? M1 Y2 plus M2 Y1 and then M1 plus M2. Now there is one more case. If it is divided in the ratio K:1. If say for example the same line we have and the ratio is K:1, then in place of M1 and M2 we apply K and 1. Here in place of M1 we put K, Kx2 plus in place of M2 we can put 1. So this will be only X1, or either it is M1 and M2, so that here it will be K plus 1. So this is the formula which goes like this. Similarly for finding Y coordinate we will have Ky2 plus Y1 upon K plus 1, right? Now there is third case. If we have the midpoint, say for example this is the line A and B and this is the midpoint. This is the midpoints. Let me call it point also as M. So that means this is just 1 and 1 ratio. Midpoint is half and half only. So it goes like this, X1 plus X2 upon 2, and for finding Y coordinate we have Y1 plus Y2 upon 2. Fine? I hope it is clear. Again I am telling that suppose we are given any line. किसी भी लाइन को हमें कोई गिवन है लाइन, उसमें कोई भी पॉइंट है बीच में, साइड में कहीं पर भी कोई पॉइंट है, तो वो पॉइंट उस पर्टिकुलर लाइन को कहीं पर ब्रेक करेगा. It will divide that particular line in some sections, right? Then there will be some ratios also. So what we are going to find in this exercise is either ratios are given and we have to find the coordinates, or coordinates are given to us and we have to find the ratio. Fine. Now ratios can be given as 2:3, 3:4 and so on, or it can be given like 2:1, 3:1, or it can be the midpoint like 1:1. So there are 3 different ways of the ratios. Same way, there are 3 different formula for that. Okay? So please go through it, and then we start with our exercise 7.2, question number 1. Now, question number 1 says, find the coordinates of the point which divides the join of -1 and 7 and 4 minus 3 in the ratio 2:3. Now in this case, what are we given? We have a line. Let the coordinates be A and B. Then points are -1 and 7, and here we have 4 and -3. Find the coordinates of a point. Say for example, here we have any point. Let us call it P, and let us say the coordinates are X and Y, and the ratio we are given as 2:3. Now in this case, what we have, M1 and M2. M1 and M2 is 2:3. X1 and Y1, X2 and Y2. We simply have to find these coordinates. And what is the formula for finding the coordinates? What is the formula for finding the coordinates? We have M1 section formula by using section formula. What is the section formula? M1 x2 plus M2 x1 upon M1 plus M2 for finding X, and for finding Y, what do we have? M1 y2 plus M2 y1 upon M1 plus M2. Fine. Now let us find X coordinate. M1, what is M1? 2. Then X2, what is X2? 4. Plus M2 is 3. X1 is -1 upon M1 plus M2 means 2 plus 3. Solve it. 2 4s are 8, plus minus minus 3 1s are 3, and upon 5, so it comes out to me as 5 upon 5 as 1. So X is 1 over here. What will be Y? M1 into Y2 plus M2 into Y1 upon M1 and M2. This will be -6 plus 21 upon 5. So this will be 15 by 5, that is 3. So Y comes out to us as 3 in this case, right? So what are the coordinates of the points? Coordinates of P are 1 and 3, right? I suppose it is clear. Then we move on to question number 2. What is question number 2? Find the coordinates of a point. Find the coordinates of the point of trisection of line segment joining this. Means we are given a line segment and we have to find the coordinates of point of trisection. Now main thing is, what is the meaning of word trisection? The question is, say we have a line like this, A and B. This goes like this, and say for example it is trisected. Trisected means a line is divided into 3 equal parts. So let me consider that there is point P and there is point Q. Then what? A is given to us as 4 and -1. B is given to us as -2 and -3. Right? Now what we have to find is, we have to find the coordinates of P and also we have to find the coordinates of Q. First of all, let us divide this question into 2 parts. ठीक है? मान के चलिए कि आपके पास एक लाइन है. There is A, there is B, there is a point P. The coordinates of A are this, and the coordinates of P you don't know, and the ratio also till now we don't know because they have just told us that it is trisected. Now what is the meaning of word trisected? 3 equal parts, right? Now please give little attention. If these are 3 equal parts and if I take only this part, that means this is just first one part and these are 2 parts of it together. That means this point will have the ratio as 1:2, right? this point will have the ratio 1:2. Similarly, if I have a line like this and I have point Q over here, now this is one part and these are two parts, right? So the ratio here will be 2:1. These are two parts, this part is just single part. 3 parts में divide हुई है वो line, तो ये एक part है, ये एक part है, ये एक part है. If we want only this much, that means this is one part out of 3, that means 1:2 are left. And if we take point Q, that means 2 parts are this side and 1 part is this side. Now this comes to us as the same question as we have done our first question, and this also I hope it is clear now. इसको solve करेंगे, we will get the value of P over here, we will get this x and y coordinate as we have done first question. Let us do once again one question. By using section formula, let us find x and y. For finding x, what do we find? m1, what is m1? 1 into x2 plus m2 into x1 upon m1 plus m2. Solve this, we will get x, and then y will be, solve it, what it will be, minus 2 plus 4 to the 8 upon 3, that means 6 upon 3, that is 2. So x comes out to us as 2. Y will be what? m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1 upon m1 plus m2. Minus 3 minus 2 upon 3, this comes out to us as minus 5 upon 3. So points of P are 2 and minus 5 and 3. Similarly, you can find out this coordinate. Similarly, the points of Q can be taken out by applying section formula, right? Now, after this, we can do, just see question number 4. 4 you will be able to do when we do question number 5. Fifth is, find the ratio in which line segment joining A and B is divided by x-axis. Now, this is a very important question. Please note it down. Question number 5 is important. Now, just see question number 5. Now, in this what we are given, that find the ratio in which line segment joining A and B, the coordinates of A are 1 and minus 5, B are minus 4 and 5, is divided by x-axis. Now, whenever any line is divided by x-axis, whenever we have any line divided by x-axis, in that case, the coordinates are only on x. So, in that case, y is always 0. So, that means the coordinates will be x and 0. And let us suppose that this point is divided by the ratio k is to 1. So, we have written that P, the coordinates are x and 0, divides the line segment AB in the ratio k is to 1. Then again, by using section formula, we can get the values of this x and 0. Coordinates are given x and 0. We will get the value of x as well as the value of k. So, just apply section formula to get x coordinate and to get y coordinate. For x coordinate m1, for k we will apply the second formula k, then x2 plus x1. What is x2? Minus 4 plus x1 upon k plus 1. This comes out to us as minus 4k plus 1 upon k plus 1, right? Then we have for y, k y2. y2 is 5 plus y1. y1 is minus 5 upon k plus 1. This comes out to us as 5k minus 5 upon k plus 1. Now, just understand one thing clearly. In this case, we know that x coordinate, this will be equals to x. And in this y coordinate is given to us as 0. By section formula, we have got y coordinate as this. That means we can equate 5k minus 5 upon k plus 1 equals to 0. We can equate it since y coordinate is 0. From here, what do we get? That means the value of k comes out to us as 1. That means ratio is, k is 1 and other ratio was 1. That means ratio is 1:1. Now, to get the value of this x, in place of k, replace here, put the value of, putting the value of k in x coordinate. what we have, see, minus 4, in place of k I write 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1. Minus 4 plus 1 upon 2, that means minus 3 upon 2. So this will be the value of your x, right? The value of x comes out to us as minus 3 by 2. Please check once again if it is okay, or you can just do the calculations yourself. In place of k we are putting 1, so minus 4 plus 1 upon k plus 1, 2. I hope it is correct. So this is the value by which we can find the value for k as well as the value for x, right? Then we move on to the other question, and what we have, question number 6. If 4 coordinates we are given are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, find x and y. Now we are given 4 points taken in order and we have to get the value of x and y. And these vertices are given that these are the vertices of a parallelogram. Now we know that in parallelogram the diagonals bisect each other. Yes? Question number 6. We are given the vertices of a parallelogram. Let us call them as A, B, C and D. The vertices are given to us as 1 and 2. Next is 4 and y. Next is x and 6. And next is 3 and 5. These are the vertices of a parallelogram. We have to get the values of x and y. How to do that? We know that in a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. Yes? That means, say for example, this is point O. At this point, we can find the midpoint of AC. We will find midpoint of AC. How we can find? x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. Similarly, from here we can find midpoint of BD. This is BD. We can find midpoint. Yes. And then those coordinates of the midpoint will be equal, because this is the same or single midpoint which is same or unique for AC as well as BD. This is the main point of intersection for diagonal AC as well as for diagonal BD, right? So we just find this by x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. The coordinates which will we get, we will equate them as same. Fine. Then we have 7 and 8. 8th question is important, very important in fact. And just a little change in this. We are given if A and B are, though it is same as we have done earlier questions, but just there is a slight change, minus 2 and minus 2. And here we have 2 and minus 4. Now if A and B are these coordinates, find the coordinates of P. Say for example, I have P here, such that AP is equals to 3 by 7 AB. That means this AP is 3/4. This is, sorry, 3/7. This is 3/7. That means out of complete 7 parts, this is just the 3 parts, right? So just imagine what will be this part. If I told you for trisection, if there was a trisected line and I am telling you that this is 1 part out of 2 parts, that means this part was 1, these parts were 2. So this was trisected, means was divided into 3 parts. Now if I say that this is just 3/7, AP is 3/7 of this complete, that means this will be what? This part is divided into, what is the ratio? Into 4 parts. How? 3/7 means this line is divided into 7 parts. 3/7 means this complete line, let us consider AB as 1, right? So this is divided, this is complete is divided into 7 parts. AP is 3 parts of this. AP is 3 parts of complete AB. So how many parts are left? Obviously 4. You can even do it by this method. You can find PB. That will be 7 minus 3, that is 4 by 7. So this will be your 4 by 7th part. That means ratio comes out to us as 3:4. Now this question becomes same as we have done question number 1 or question number 2. Fine. We move on to the next question. Next question is also same as question number 2. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining A and B into 4 equal parts. Up 4 equal parts, so maybe 5 equal parts, maybe 6 equal parts, the method remains the same. We just have to apply the section formula, that's it. Okay. Next is question number 10. Find the area of a rhombus if its vertices are. Now we are given a rhombus. What is a rhombus? A parallelogram in which all the 4 sides are equal and diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Now what we have to find, coordinates are 3 and 0. Here the coordinates are 4 and 5. Coordinates are minus 1 and 4 and minus 2 and 1. Right? We have to find the area. Now what is the formula for finding the area of a rhombus? What is the formula for finding the area of rhombus? Area of rhombus is half d1 into d2. Area of rhombus is equals to half d1 into d2. Now what is d1 and d2? Diagonals. This is the diagonal and this also is the diagonal. These two are the diagonals. Can we find this diagonal BD? Just find the diagonal BD. And how will you find this diagonal BD? Do we need the coordinates over here? हमें coordinates की तो ज़रूरत नहीं है. We can simply find the distance formula. जो हमने we have done that in exercise 7.1. Find distance BD and find distance AC. We have the distance formula. By that formula, you have to find BD and you have to find AC. And just put that in this formula, half d1 into d2. This is the way we will be getting area of a rhombus, right? And this is the last question of exercise 7.2. Now next exercise that we have is area of triangle. Now area of triangle, there are various ways of finding area of triangle, and this is simple also. In this we were given a new formula also for finding area, but this time this area of triangle is not there in your syllabus. So we will be doing only exercise 7.1 and 7.2. Okay. Then with this you can try with your optional exercise also. Go through the summary part also of this book, right? So with this we complete our chapter number 7. Kindly prepare well, do all the questions, practice all the questions, right? Next we will be meeting again in the next video with a new chapter. Now if you did not understand anything, if you like anything, if you dislike anything, you are most welcome, you are most free to write to me in the comment section. I'll be happy if I get any of the good comments. Okay, bye bye.